Hello, my name is Taylor Chilcutt. I'm the lead admissions counselor for Texas Tech University, and today I have the pleasure of speaking to you about Fit and Match. What is Fit and Match? Fit and Match is about finding the right college choice for you. So let's get started. What is the magic formula when it comes to a college search? Well, I hate to tell you guys, there's no magic formula. The college search process is not a one choice for everyone. It's not one size fits all. There's going to be so many different options for everyone, and everybody may look at things differently. So today, that's really what we're going to be speaking about. Things to look at during that college search, trying to find your own fit and match. Finding your magic formula, we're going to talk about a few things. Some key college search categories. We're going to talk about 2-year and 4-year universities. We're going to talk about close to home or far away. What's going to be that option for you? Everything will tie back to you as a student. Every individual person will have their own college search. You're not going to have the same one as your friend, and your friend's not going to have the same one as their friend or anything like that. And your college search may not be the same as your parents' was or your teachers. We're going to look today at private or public universities. We're also going to talk a little bit about large or small schools. A lot of this is all going to play into each other. It's going to kind of overlap. So I may talk about a few things multiple times and really kind of talk about some key points. Again, though, this is all going to be based on you. What is it that you're looking for? So let's get started with you. What are you looking for? What's your interest? Let's start the college search process on what are you interested in? What do you want to study? What do you hope to gain out of 4 years of college or 5 years? Or maybe we want to be a doctor and we're looking at 8 or 9 years, things like that. So what is your interest? That can start that college search process based off of what universities have what you are looking for or what you're not looking for. Or maybe you're interested in a certificate or a tech school. So that also will kind of base your interests. It will kind of look at, do I need to go to a community college? Do I need to go to a trade school or anything like that? What do you want in college? What experience? What degrees? What do you want? Do you want to study abroad? Do you want to make sure you go to a university where you can go overseas and study? What are the things that you want to gain out of not just the 4-year university, not just the piece of paper that hangs on the wall that says you're educated, but what is it you want to gain out of that? Let's talk to your family. They know you the best. I remember in my college search process, I was very dead set on one thing, and my parents were, not telling me what to do, but giving me suggestions. Like, hey, I don't think this is exactly who you are, and you're going to be successful. So we had these family conversations that really decided, who am I? How do I learn? What do I learn? Where do I want to learn? What's going to be the best fit? I always say, and if you ever hear me give presentations on admissions, you're going to be most successful with where you're happy at. So we're really going to find out what you're looking for. Where are you going to be most successful? Talk to your high school counselors. They know you. They see your learning abilities. They see you in the classroom or outside the classroom, around the school. They're going to know you a little bit more and kind of know the things that you're looking for. They're pretty knowledgeable. I would give them a chat and find out, how they did their college search process and what are the things they look for. What are the things that you need to be looking for? Academic profile. This goes back to interest. Does my university or college that I am looking at have what I want to do? What if I don't know what I want to do? Do they have the ability to help me kind of decide? And most universities will. I'm not going to make this a thing on Texas Tech or any other universities. I really want to just talk in general to the colleges. So you definitely want to look at that academic profile. Texas Tech, 150 majors and minors. So we have quite a few, but you may see some specialty or more select schools that may only handle a few majors, 50 majors, or so like that. So really take a look at that during that search process. And we're going to find out ways and talk about how you find that as well. Right now, I'd like to start with the 2-year or 4-year colleges. What is a 2-year college? You may have heard of them. They're community colleges. A community college, you're going to work towards an associate's degree. Associate's degree is a set of classes. It's usually 2 years worth of community college work that kind of gives you an associate's degree in a certain interest. Usually it's arts or sciences or something like that. A bachelor's degree is going to be a more defined degree. It's a 4-year degree. You can use part of that 2 years and go towards that. So a lot of students will take classes at a community college to start knocking out maybe basics or knock out hours. Maybe you have dual credit that is done through your community college. That way they can transfer it to their four-year universities or working towards that bachelor's degree. If you're looking at how degrees, and surely you know this, but if you don't, you start off, you get your high school degree, and then you have an associate's degree. It's your first two-year degree. Now, if you go straight to a four-year university, you won't get that associate's degree. They don't offer associate's degree because they go straight into the bachelor's degrees. But you can start out at a two-year university, get your associate's degree, or transfer before that to go to get the bachelor's degree. So it's kind of finding out what's your path. One thing about two-year universities or community colleges, I guess two-year colleges, my apologies, or community colleges like TCC or DCCC or any of the calling colleges or anything like that locally, the cost. The cost is going to be lower at a community college for the first 2 years than it would be at a major university. Now, funding for all of this comes differently. Your family pays into the community college district with taxes, so that's why it's allowed to have a cheaper cost, a lower cost. So definitely look at that. If we're trying to save money, maybe it's okay. Maybe we need to go to a community college first. For me, I started off at a community college because I wanted a little bit more structure. I didn't want the big university experience right away. I knew that's what I wanted at the end, but I really wanted to start with that structure of the community college. Location. Typically, students will go to a community college close to home. Maybe they'll live at home and take their classes at the community college. This can be for a plethora of reasons. Maybe they're helping out at home still. Maybe they're saving money. Maybe they've got a job and they haven't been able to transfer to the four-year university. Maybe they want to go to a local four-year university, but they also wanted to start out at the lower cost. There's a lot of reasons behind this. But there's also opportunities to go to community colleges that are further away. I had some friends that went off to one that was, 3 hours away. Now that costs a little bit more because they didn't go to their local community college. The local community college will be a more reduced price than going to a community college that is not local, not in your community college district. Flexibility. A lot of students that want the flexibility coming out of high school, maybe they're having jobs, maybe they're helping their family out, maybe they need their schedule to be changed a little bit. That way they can help out around here. Community colleges offer that flexibility. They give you that ability to have, a little bit more flexibility in class times and things like this. Typically, again, you're living at home, so you're a little bit more flexibility there. Quality. Community colleges get a rap on quality. You get this quality education at community college for your first 2 years as you would get at a university. You're going to get a great quality education as you're starting out and building towards that. Again, I went to a community college for the first 2 years. I went to Texas Tech. I did graduate with a bachelor's degree, and I never had a lapse in the education I had for my first year or anything like that. So don't let someone kind of dog you if you do decide to go to a community college because of the quality or anything like that. Because the quality you're going to receive is just as good. Facilities. Now, the one thing about a community college, you're not going to have this big college campus. You're not going to have the sports. You're not going to have this. You're going to have smaller facilities. You may also have smaller class sizes, though. That may be a benefit, maybe something you're looking for when it comes to a community college and choosing a college choice for you. So think about that when you're looking at that. And yeah, you can tour community colleges. You can go. I know like Dallas, DCCC, there's multiple locations, multiple programs offered at that location. Find the one that's going to be the right fit for you. Collin College, same way. Tarrant County College, same way here. Or my college, Weatherford College, there was one location, but it was a little bit different facilities. So take a look at that. Find that community college fit for you if that's your options, if that's what you know you need to do for your first 2 years. And campus life. It's not traditional to live on campus at a community college. There are some that do offer residence halls, some that have athletic programs, and some do not. So find out if that's what you're looking for, but you still need that structure. Find out which one is going to be for you, where it's going to be. And transferring. Most community college credits do transfer to four-year universities. It's a great start to your education. It's a great way to start to get to that next step. Also, what's great, there's tons of scholarships for community college students. Know that if you do well in your community college classes, you may get a great scholarship at that four-year university to finish that, to keep everything still affordable. Next, we're going to talk about four-year universities. Now, most of my conversations from here on out will be talked about universities in the four-year college experience. That's what I'm most familiar with. I am an admissions counselor for a four-year university with Texas Tech University. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Now, four-year college, that is a university. You'll hear students talk about that. Now, the cost will be different with a four-year university compared to your community colleges. Typically, universities are going to be a little bit more expensive, but you're going to be gaining a lot more resources and access to other opportunities and things. The location. Now, what's great about the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we have tons of great universities in this Metroplex area. Great about the state of Texas, there's even more amazing universities in the state of Texas. And then you can look at universities outside the state. It all depends on you, but where the location is may factor into that cost. If you go to a university out of state, and I'm going to use an example, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Alabama, anything that's not in the state of Texas, that cost will be more. Typically, universities do charge an out-of-state fee. Now, there are scholarships based on your high school performance that may lower that out-of-state fee. Well, for all circumstances, typically out-of-state colleges may cost more or will cost more. Quality. People do say, you know, they dog the two-year colleges and universities. You're going to get a better quality at that. You know, you're still going to get a quality education no matter where you go. But look at what type of universities has what you're looking for. Maybe it specializes in STEM. Maybe you're going to get that extra at that STEM university. Like Texas Tech, we have a great STEM program, but you could also be looking at, say, a liberal arts college. So you may not want to try to do engineering at a liberal arts college because they may not have it, or they just may not be known for it, or may not have the same resources and facilities. Take a look at the facilities that are offered at universities. One of the biggest things I say in the college search process, and this is a great opportunity to kind of talk about that, is go visit colleges. Right now, we're not at the opportunity to get on college campuses because I am coming to you from my home. But what you can do is get on the websites. Take a look at all the virtual resources that we have. At Texas Tech, we do have a set of virtual libraries that give you that college experience, kind of talk about it. You can even walk around on campus with a virtual tour. And a lot of major four-year universities have that opportunity for you. So look at the facilities. Look at what types of buildings. See if it's something that interests you. You know, if you're taking that tour, hopefully the real tour in person at the end of the summer, and you see that, like, this is it. I feel at home. I love the way this is laid out. That may be a great college fit for you. But if you go tour other campuses and you're like, man, I'm not as comfortable here, that's totally fine, because there may be that other campus that fits that, the facilities, that campus life, and that student culture. It's always best to visit a college when school is in session. So I always tell my students, come see us when school's in session. Take a Friday off, or maybe use one of your free college days and come visit us when school's in session. I want you to see what it's like to see Texas Tech with all of its students on campus. Go visit other universities, compare. If you have the ability to compare other universities in person, definitely take a look at that, because you're gonna see a difference in the way the campus feels, its structure, its life, how everything flows. That is really important in that college fit search, finding out. And that always goes back to you. You know how we talked about the you, find out what fits for you. So let's talk about going close to home or far away. You know, I mentioned that in the state of Texas, we have a lot of amazing universities in Texas, the Dallas-Fort Worth region. We have a lot of great universities here in the DFW area, just outside the DFW area. A lot of my partners, other people that you're going to get to talk to or watch videos from, they come from local areas and from outstate, from other universities across the state. So definitely location is going to be one of those things you want to look at. This goes back to you. You're going to see that you quite a bit. How far do you want to be? For me, I wanted to get away from home a little bit after a while. You know, I wanted that magic 3 to 4 hours, but I wanted to stay in the state of Texas. I'm a big Texas boy. I love the state of Texas, born and raised here, family's from here. So I knew I wanted to stay in Texas, find a university in Texas for me. But I did want to get a little ways from home. I'm from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I kind of just wanted to see something new, experience. How far do you want to go? This goes back also to that conversation with your parents. Let's talk about it. You know, are you going to be able to get away from home? Are there anything keeping you at home restrictions-wise, or can you get out and experience that? One of the benefits I loved about going 3 to 4 hours away from home, it was 4 hours door to door from my house to Lubbock, was, you know, I got to learn a lot about myself. I got to get educated on my degree, but also the life skills. I learned that, dinner doesn't just put itself on the table. I had to learn how to cook and clean laundry. But I was 4 hours away from home, so I was able to come home and maybe bring a little bit of dirty laundry with me that I could get done on weekends that I came home. Do you plan on coming home every weekend? Do you maybe want to stay at a closer university that you're able to come home? Homesickness is going to happen. I got homesick. I know a lot of my friends got homesick, but when you have that structure of a college and go visit these colleges again and look at what the things they offer, a lot of us have resources that are going to be able to help curb that homesickness. Maybe you live on campus, Texas Tech, again, quick plug. We do require all of our new first-time students to live on campus. So that helps with that homesickness. Just take a look at you. What are you looking for? If you want to stay close to home, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, tons of great opportunities close to home. It allows that. I moved away from college. After college, I moved away from my hometown, and now I'm back 30 minutes from my hometown. It's okay to be in that area. That's what's comfortable for you. But it depends on what you want. What are you looking for? And then look at the types of campuses. Again, this is where a college visit really comes in handy. Hopefully, we're able to be doing college visits by next semester. So take a look at, is it an urban campus, a traditional campus? Is it a commuter campus, residential? Let's kind of break those down real quick. An urban campus would be something, that is in a city center. The biggest one I can think of in the state of Texas is UT Austin. It's right there. Is that something you want that's in the middle of a city center? University of Houston, also urban style campus, but also traditional in the sense, all of these campuses, is it a traditional college campus where students live on campus and things like that? Most of the schools in Texas, you're going to see this traditional college campus as well. Is it a commuter campus? There are some commuter schools around that are not that big college campus. Maybe it's a few buildings and that's where you go to your classes. It's not the laid out, spread out college campus that you may be used to seeing. And is it a residential campus? Do students live there? How many students live there on a time basis? Also, the thing to look at is, are freshmen required to live there, residential and stuff like that? Do people pack up on the weekends and go home, or do they stay? Do they spend time on this college campus outside of the classroom? These are all things I want you to look at. These can be done by doing campus visits, but also try to look at some of these virtual tours and get that feel. Talk to your college counselors. Talk to your admissions counselors. Let us talk to you. We can talk about it and things like that. Great to ask questions and really reflect on yourself. What is it that you're looking for? It's okay to be uncomfortable when you go to college. It's totally fine. That's how you grow and you learn. So are you scared of that, or are we able to kind of look at, this is what I want? Really talk to those parents. We also want to look at demographics. Demographics can change by location and everything like this. Find that college campus that fits the demographics that you're looking for, that you want. Where are you going to be comfortable? What is it that you want out of a college experience with the people there, the location and everything? Look at the types of classes, the buildings, all of this. You want to look at all of this in this location kind of category and things. Again, campus visits. Come see us on our virtual websites again. We can definitely talk to you about that. Public or private? This is always a big one with students. Do you want to go to a public school or private school? Let's take a look at some of the differences. I'm just going to load these real quick. Public or private, tuition is one of the biggest things that set the two apart. Well, besides how the funding for the university is done. With a public school, funding comes from usually the state of Texas or the state that it's in. Private school is private funding to run that university, and that you may see higher tuition with private universities because a lot of the operating costs of that university and all these things that go back behind it come out of your tuition and fees, more so than, say, a public university that gets state funding and state grants and loans, or state funding and federal funding and all of these other things. So that's where you're going to see a big difference in the tuition, where that funding comes from. State universities are traditionally always at a more affordable cost than a private university. But that does not mean that you're not going to get financial aid at either one. Private universities have great financial aid opportunities, sometimes even better than some public universities. So find out that fit for you. when you're looking at these college search and you're applying to universities, maybe apply to a few public universities, apply to a few private universities, get that financial aid in so you can see that financial aid package. Size, public universities can tend to be bigger. That is a tend to. That's not always a yes, the public university is going to be bigger. It's not always that case, but they do tend to be bigger than private universities. Campus visits can help you figure that out. Private universities are a little bit smaller traditionally. Again, that depends on a lot of factors, so take a look at that. And the opportunities. You're going to get great opportunities at both. The opportunities aren't going to be different at either one. And now, the opportunities could change versus what that private institution focuses on studying. Maybe it is a Christian private university, so your opportunities there may be a little different than a public university, which you're not going to have religious type classes. So take a look at that and find out what that best fit is for you. There's a lot of factors that can go into that. Do you want to do public or private? One is not better than the other. It is going to depend on you, what you're looking for, and that tuition and stuff like that. Let's talk about large or small. 40,000, 2,000. Again, I talked about this a little bit with the public and private universities. But think about like class sizes, at a large university. Ask yourself and look at it and talk to those admissions counselors. What's your class sizes, average class sizes? Texas Tech's almost a 40,000 people on our campus, but we're at 38,000. But our class size, really 20 to 1, smaller class sizes. Now, freshman year at a major university, you're going to have some big classes. Look at that private school or those smaller public universities that are maybe smaller in size of the university overall. See what those class sizes are. Find out that average student-teacher ratio is. Talk to those. Those are great questions to look at. Are you coming from traditionally a smaller class in high school, so do you want to keep that? Or do you think you want to see maybe a little bit bigger classes and things like that? Class sizes can range anywhere from 5 people to 500 in college. So it's really deciding. Now, would every class be 500? No, don't think that. But you could have one bigger class. Class sizes will change in college. Faculty, again, larger university, more faculty, possibly more research, but not always, depending on what type of faculty is on campus and things like that. Maybe the smaller schools have a focus, academic focus, so the type of faculty there. The courses, what's offered, maybe in a larger university, you're going to have a little bit different types of courses offered. Really take a look at that. Most universities have their course, their academic booklet online, so you can look at names of courses, academic stuff like that. So always take a look at that. Reach out to your admissions counselors and find out. That's a great way when helping the major choices. If you don't know what major you want to do, totally fine on that too, because we have those resources, the faculty to help you kind of look into that. Sports. Bigger universities possibly have sports teams that you can go cheer on and get behind. They possibly have extracurricular activities in terms of rec centers, a lazy river. Maybe there are intramural sports, pickup games. Smaller schools may not have as many of that, but they still may have that. And then the social life. What are you looking for in terms of that when it comes to the college search experience? Are you looking for the Greek life? Are you looking for religious opportunities, political organizations, maybe the Hacky Sack Club, anything like that? Take a look at that. That will change based off the size of the university. But no matter where you go, you can get involved in some way, find someone to get involved with, maybe create your own organization. There's a lot of opportunities there. I just want to go over a few resources for you. Again, your high school counselors, we wrap this up. They're a great resource. Talk to your counselors. They're putting this on. They are the resource. They are the ones that want you to succeed more than anybody besides your parents. They want to see you succeed. Talk to your teachers. Every one of your teachers has gone to college. Talk about their experiences. Ask them questions. What were they involved in? What did they love? Things like that. Keep it general, because teachers are good. We're proud of our institutions, but keep it general. Maybe ask them how their college search process was. University websites. Today, more than ever, you have access to university websites with resources and things. I think before COVID-19, after COVID-19, you're seeing more resources online for you during this college search series, searching for opportunities. So take a look at our websites. Take a look at every partner that's been presenting today that you're going to see. Go look at their websites. They're going to have some great resources for you in this college search. The campus visit. I think I've said it a million times on this. One of the best ways to kind of decide. Again, one of my favorite sayings, and if you've ever seen me present, again, you're going to be most successful where you're happy. So take a look at that. College Board, those are the guys that run the SAT. You may know them as SAT. Go take a look. They have a great college search tool. There's a lot of online college search tools. Remember, there's no magic key for any students for that. There's no magic recipe or anything, magic formula. But you can get ideas. You can start building these wish lists, dream lists, and things like this that you talk about, the safe schools and stuff like that. That can start on the College Board website. You can start looking at these opportunities. Talk to your family. Really, family is one of the biggest resources that you can have. They know you. They know the resources that they're going to be able to give you to go off to this college experience that can help decide and shape that future. So definitely reach out to them. I definitely recommend taking a look at multiple universities and things like that. That's one of the biggest things that I have for you as I wrap this up. I do appreciate your time and everything in regards to this. There's no magic tool, again, when it comes to the college search. There's so many opportunities to take a look at, factors, what it is best for you. Remember, it's you making this decision. Now, it's great. I want you to talk to your family and your friends, but you're the one that is going to be going off to college. So remember that, take a look at those resources and things like that. Again, my name is Taylor Chilcutt. Thank you for today. I am a lead admissions counselor for Texas Tech University. If anybody has questions or anything, you can get our contact information. If you'd like to talk more about college fit and things like that, I'd love to. But I hope you'll have a fantastic rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this. But thanks. Go Tech.